Hello YouTube, how are you doing? Dog friendly plants or non-toxic to dog plants today I've got a client come to me and he wanted me to replant his garden with some dog friendly plants or non-toxic plants. I think some of these may be harmful or cause like stomach upset if an animal eats a large quantity of the leaves, so it's worth double checking some of the plants. I'll start with one of the things that isn't necessarily poisonous to dogs but is quite prickly, shall we say, and that's some roses. I couldn't resist. I noticed he had some roses in his garden, climbers, but to give colour I've added these ones that I've seen in the garden centre to the list. So perfect match rose, that's a floribunda. So that's going to make a nice bush rose at the back, towards the back, and then this wonderful world rose. Buddleias were okay, so I've got a nice buddleia again for the back, that's a pink colour. Butterfly candy, little ruby buddleia. Then I've got salvias, hot lips, quite a nice one. It is raining I'm afraid at the moment, but it's good for planting. What do we call this, don't we? I've got my Hayter umbrella, thanks Hayter for that. So I tend to plant in threes or fish shapes or swathes. That's how I was taught to do it, like in fish shapes. I've got to read the labels. Salvia, black and bloom. That's good, isn't it? Black and bloom. I've got a flower to cut off of that one. Let's get a better one. So as I said, I plant in threes. So that's salvia. Salvias I do like. There's some herbs you can get as well, rosemary. My brief was to get flowering plants, so there was rosemary, there was lavender in the bed that again he wants flowers, so we've had to take a few because they went with a lot of green and a lot of white. So there wasn't much interest in the original designer's border. I dubbed it car park planting. See a lot of car park planting. I'm sure you can relate to that as designers, Tesco's car park planting or car park planting. So GM's safe for animals. I could only find that one in the burnt orange, that's like my favourite. So that's GM, pronounce it, there you go for yourself. So GM's, I've got a few, there's a yellow one, we'll have a look at that in a sec. So again, planting threes I do with those. If I can get, I'll get the other GM, let's see what it's called. I think we did well. So I've put them on some cardboard, they're hopefully going in tomorrow, being delivered today, and I'll show you the finished border when we get to it. So I've got yellow, covered in soil now, Lady Stratton, sorry about my English, but there you go, it's on there. Hopefully the camera's getting that, I don't know if it is. There we go, so yellow GM. That's GMs which are safe for dogs. I used to grow about 50 or so varieties of heuchera and heucherella myself. Hopefully I'm saying it right, Cinnabar Silver. So that's the GMs that I picked. There's many different types of GMs. Sorry if the camera's picking up the umbrella, shading it, but yeah, many types of GMs. Again, I've done GMs in a three, bought three of them. Nice salvia to make 3 salvias. Fuchsias, there's many different types of fuchsias, but I've gone for this one because I like the foliage on it. So fuchsia Jenny, I'll bring that up to the camera for you so you can see, but there's many. So fuchsias are dog friendly, I think non-poisonous, so which are many of these. So the only one I'm not sure about is the roses, but they've got roses in the garden, so he doesn't seem to be too bothered by the roses. Then we've got Lithodoria, Blue Star. Ooh. Lithodoria, Blue Star, these are all locally sourced. And again, I've got 3 of those. And the 3 fuchsias. I'm going to load these up in a minute. And then, oh, that's really nice. They didn't have many of them. I would have got more of those. So that's the salvia. Like I said, I think you need to check, but some of the herbs are quite good for around pets and that. don't have a name on that, but that's the salvia. So in flower now, and we're in late May. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to go over to the job. I'm just going to go out now with Mara and pick up some play mulch for the play area to freshen up the play area, and I'm going to get some bark mulch for the borders to put round this when it's finished. And I've got 3 bags of compost that I'm going to dig in with these when I plant them, probably tomorrow now, because I'm slowed down by making videos for you guys. So stay tuned and you can see the finished border and what we get up to. Alright guys, sorry about the dodgy camera angle. I need to get my camera sorted better, but I got a friend. He's got a treat there for him. They're like beef flavour or whatever. He loves them. You'd do anything for him, wouldn't you? Come and get it in, Charlie. Come get it gently. There you go. Still got my fingers. We're going to go and get some bark mulch, 1 ton bag of bark mulch, and some smaller bags, aren't we? Some compost and stuff. Let's go. Anyway, see you in the next video. Give my viewers a laugh. I'm in the garden centre picking out some plants, and I've been stopped 3 times and asked where things were by people who think I work here. Apparently it's the black top. Have a look. Pretty busy. What's the name of this garden centre? It's Ploughman's, is it? Or near Ploughman's?
Ploughman's, I think, yeah.
Yeah. I said, I've just got stopped 3 times by 3 separate people and asked where I were. So I'm just going around going, I don't work here, I don't work here, I don't work here. Just bought some plants. Planting up a border, aren't we?
I was just talking to a lady.
By we, I mean me. Go on.
I was just talking to a lady and she goes, oh, she said, you look like you're going to be busy. I said, oh, it's not me. I said, it's for a customer. I said, my husband's going to be planting it up. And she goes, what a lovely job to grow. And I said, yeah, I said, it's not as easy as it is.
What a lovely job to do.
I said, it's very time consuming. When we got married, you literally had a day off and then you had to go back to watering.
Growing is, yeah.
Growing is, yeah, not planting.
Yeah, growing plants is a lot of effort.
It is a lot of hard work and a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Graft?
Graft.
Anyway, that's Mrs. Cheese.
Who are you talking to?
Subscribers. See you later, guys. You've got to go now.
Bye.
You like to get in on the action, don't you? See you later. Hope you're having a good day, guys. Bye.